there, friends, and welcome to Caanon Action News. We've got an amazing story report today that's about trust. Trust means putting your confidence in someone you can depend on. And trust plays a huge part in today's true story from the Bible. We've been following a situation between two brothers, Jacob and Esau. If you missed last week's episode, here is some backstory. God had a plan to bless the whole world through the family of one man, Abraham. God had promised Abraham that his family would one day become a great nation. Even though Abraham and his wife, Sarah, were pretty old, God blessed them with a son named Isaac. Here's Isaac when he himself was pretty old. And it was big news when Isaac had two sons of his own. They were twins. There are two kinds of twins, some that look alike and some that don't. And their names were Jacob and Esau. Jacob and Esau are clearly not identical twins. In fact, they were different in most every way. Among other things, Jacob wasn't very hairy and Esau was very hairy. We have a recent report on how Jacob tricked his brother Esau out of his birthright and got into his father's blessing. What a bummer for Esau. Our news photographers got this shot of Esau right after it happened. I think it's safe to say that Esau looks very mad. He was so mad. In fact, he was so mad that his brother Jacob had to get out of the country as fast as he could. This is the last picture we have of Jacob before he left the land of Canaan, and definitely looks a little nervous. As we bring you this story today, keep in mind that Jacob has been on the run for more than 20 years. Yes, I said years. That's a long time. Hold on, everyone. I think I'm getting some late-breaking news in my earpiece. What? You're not going to believe this, but I think we're getting an actual report on Jacob and his entire family now heading back to the land of Canaan. That's right, you heard it here first, folks. Years of running from his brother, Jacob is now on his way back to meet Esau face to face. I'm not sure this is a good idea. What will happen when these two see each other? Well, let's go on location with our reporter in the field, Maddie. Maddie, can you hear me? Can you tell us what's going on over there in the land of Canaan?
Hi, Wayne. I'm here in Canaan with Katie, one of the servants in Jacob's household. Katie, tell me what you know. Where's Jacob been all these years?
Well, I can tell you that Jacob's been living with his uncle Laban. There are so many people in his family now.
Katie, can you tell us why Jacob decided to return to Canaan?
Yes, I can. Jacob returned to Canaan because God told him to.
But isn't Jacob afraid that his brother is still so angry? Isn't he afraid of what Esau might do after Jacob tricked him?
I'm sure Jacob is afraid, but I also know that Jacob trusts God. And God told Jacob that he would be with them.
Wow, a promise from God. Now that's something you can trust. So, to be clear, you're saying that Jacob and his whole family packed up everything and did what God said?
That's right. And I'm probably not supposed to say anything, but Jacob also sent a message to Esau.
This is breaking news. Jacob sent a message to Esau. Can you tell our viewers what the message said?
Well, Jacob's message made it very clear that he wanted Esau to forgive him. But Esau's response was a little scary.
What do you mean?
Esau said he's headed this way with 400 men.
Well, it sounds like Esau is ready for a fight. This does not look good for Jacob or his family. We're going to go in a little closer to see if we can get more information about this stunning turn of events. Back to you, Wayne.
Wow, this is turning into quite a story. And now I'm getting even more reports on Jacob's return. He's traveling in quite a large caravan, and sources say that he's made his camp right outside the land of Canaan. Apparently, Jacob split his camp into two groups to help protect his family. Smart move. But then Jacob did something even smarter. He prayed. Is that right? He prayed? Yes, he prayed. Jacob talked to God. The Bible tells us that Jacob even wrestled with God. Now that sounds like a great story. but we're looking to focus on the reunion between Jacob and Esau that's about to happen. Jacob trusts God, but it sounds like Esau is about to make him pay. Let's head back to Maddie over in Esau's camp. Maddie?
Thanks, Wayne. I'm here now with one of Esau's servants. Tell our listeners what you know about Jacob and Esau.
Well, I know that Jacob just sent Esau the biggest gift I've ever seen. I'm talking about sheep and goats and camels and cows and bulls and donkeys, and I mean hundreds of them. I'm serious, they just kept coming. Now, the way I see it, Jacob is hoping that Esau will be so happy with all these animals that he'll forgive him for stealing his birthright. But I'm not so sure that'll work.
Wait, we're getting live reports that Jacob and Esau are meeting right now. This is the moment we've been waiting for, folks. Jacob looks nervous, but I'm not so sure about Esau. He doesn't really look happy, but he doesn't really look mad either. Wait, now Jacob is bowing to Esau. He's showing Esau complete humility. But Esau still hasn't responded. What will he do? Will he tell his men to attack? Oh wow, you saw it here first, folks. Look at that hug. Esau has forgiven Jacob. What a surprise. No one can believe it. What a beautiful reunion. The brothers, together again at last, are crying tears of joy.
Are you crying too?
I'm not crying. You're crying.
I think we both might be crying.
Back to you, Wayne.
I love a good story. That was really touching and suspenseful. I can see why Jacob was worried. He knew that Esau was mad for tricking him to so many years ago, but he was worried that Esau would want to get back with him. But Jacob trusted God, and what God told him, I will be with you. And that gave him the courage to return to Caanon, where Esau forgave him. What a happy ending. I'm so glad it all worked out for Jacob. But the big news story today is that we can trust God too, even when we're worried. That's right. No matter how big our problem is, friends, remember, God is always right there with us. Thanks for watching this episode of Caanon Action News. We'll see you next time.